RAKAKA.se Enders here. I'm standing here together with the British player Ourk, who is here at Thor Open. And it has not gone so well for you. Unfortunately, you're out of the tournament. Tell me, what have happened?
Well, I had Vortex, Snoot in my group. They're both insanely good in ZVZ. I mean, Snoot after his win versus Life in the IPL, and Vortex has just been, like any tournament he goes to nowadays, he just comes top 3, and so it's pretty expected. I managed to take a game off of Snoot the first game, but I lost the other 2. But it was expected. I was hoping to do a bit better, but you know, they are better players than me at the end of the day, and the better players deserve to win.
You recently switched to Zerg, if I'm not mistaken, or have you always been Zerg? You used to be Terran, or?
I started off as Terran, but then I started to just play all of the races quite a bit. But now that the last couple of months, I've just been focused on just one race, Zerg. So I've just been playing lots of games with Zerg, just sticking to one race, and I've noticed an improvement in my skill. So I just plan to just stick with one race and then just carry on playing.
The reason why you chose Zerg, is there any specific reason? I'm thinking maybe Brutal or Infestor, or what's up?
Well, because my micro is not the best, so like Terran require a lot of micro with their splitting, their ghost control, etc, etc. The same with Protoss with their storm control, Blink Saga control, the force fields. I'm more of a I just like to just sit back and build up an army and just keep on attacking into my opponent over and over again, even if I don't need to micro. I just try to overwhelm them with eco and just pure amount of army.
You are I'm quite curious because I haven't heard that much from you before. Is StarCraft 2 your first RTS, or where are you from basically in terms of gaming?
I originally come from Age of Empires. My online nick was The Last Samurai on that, but I only played that for fun. I played a little bit of Brood War, only a couple of months, and then when StarCraft 2 released, I just started playing that loads and loads and loads.
And you're in Dignitas right now. You were able to join up with them through an online tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me about that tournament, or how you managed to get into Team Dignitas.
Well, it was Dignitas were holding a gamer search at I-47, which is a UK LAN that happens every 3 months. There's one every 3 months. So, and I won the gamer base, which was what it's called. It's called Player Gamer Search, and I won against Lau in the finals 3-1, and then Dignitas saw that I was an up-and-coming player and I have a lot of potential, so they picked me up.
Dignitas is kind of special for us here in Sweden because we have had many players in the team, Show and Merce and so on. Right now I think there's only Bishu left. A lot of players have actually left Dignitas as of late. I'm thinking mainly maybe about Select and Show and Merce. Has their departure left any hole in the organization, or how do you feel about that lack of players?
No, I wouldn't say it's left a hole in the organisation. I'd say it's still a really strong lineup. I mean, it's just mostly focusing more on the UK players, because obviously Dignitas is a UK organisation, so they probably want more and more UK players. I mean, they're by far the best UK team in the UK, so I think that's why. I don't think they get weaker, or they won't show as much results. I think it's probably getting better. I think it will get better.
Yeah, in terms of speaking a little bit about the UK scene, it's been growing quite heavily recently. I'm thinking of Johnny Rico and Siktomini and the Muslim. How do you look on the UK scene, and would you agree that it has been almost an explosion of UK players as of late?
Yeah, it has. I mean, players like Johnny Rico, Siktomini, the Muslim. I mean, the Muslim's always been a top player, but Siktomini and Johnny Rico have, they've just been in the background practicing hard, and then this is they're just showing their skills, and they're able to compete with the top players from Europe.
And yeah, is this your first time here in Sweden?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's my first international LAN outside the UK. So yeah.
How does it feel to be on international ground now? Do play different, do you think? Are you nervous? How's the atmosphere?
No, I wasn't nervous in any of my games, which is it's kind of a good thing, because I think it's better if you can play more calm and then have nerves. So I mean, it's pretty much just the same as like the UK, apart from people who speak different languages. So, but no, I didn't feel any nerves. I just got outplayed. I mean, Vortex and Snoot are way better than me and ZVZ anyway. I just got to keep on practicing and hopefully produce better results in the next tournaments.
So yeah, Sweden. It's very, very snowy. How do you like the country so far? Have you been able to see anything?
Well, I arrived at like 2 a.m. yesterday, so I pretty much just went straight to sleep. But when we were walking here this morning, it was like -7, and I think it's like the most cold, it's the most cold I've ever experienced. It was so freezing, and I heard that ain't even that bad, like -7 in Sweden. Apparently, it was like -20 on Thursday. So. It's so cold. I don't see how, like in the UK we complain about it a bit being cold, but it's nowhere near as bad as like Sweden and the Nordic countries.
Alright, final question. Out of the players that are left right now, who is the strongest? Who do you think will win the tournament?
My personal opinion is I'm pretty sure Vortex is going to win. Nurcho's got a really good ZVZ, but there's no flaws in Vortex's play. Like you can't find anything that he does bad. So I don't see Nurcho winning against Vortex. I think Vortex is going to win.
Okay, thank you so much for the interview.